Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you are new, my name is Semi, and if you're returning, then welcome back. Today's video is going to be my April favorites. So if you want to see what I've been loving for the month of April and also just for the past couple months, then just keep watching. So if you guys saw, I was just at Coachella for weekend 2, and a lot of these things I put to the test in the desert in 100-degree weather, and if they can last throughout that, then they are by far definitely a favorite. Side note, I do have oily skin. If that is the type of skin that you have, then maybe you'll actually like a lot of these products. So I have oily skin, and I do also have a lot of pores. So the first thing, the most important, I think, outstanding product of this month has been the Huda Beauty foundation. So I was very skeptical about this foundation just because from everything that I read and everything that I saw people talking about, they said it was super duper full coverage. And that's not to say that I don't like super full coverage. I think that was my biggest fear, was that it would be so full coverage that it would be like a mask on my face. I heard a lot of people saying that it caused them to break out. And since I do have sensitive skin, I am acne prone, and I was like, I do not want to break out right before Coachella. This is like something I've been looking forward to for so long. That is the last thing I need. I gave this a shot, and I'm so happy I did. So I'm in the shade Macaroon 230N. It just goes on so smooth. It hides my texture. I don't have that much, but you know, I do have texture. It goes on like butter, but it stays that way the whole day. It stays perfect, and I kid you not, I did not touch up at all. At all when I was at Coachella. I had my little backpack. I brought blotting papers. I brought touch-up powder. It's so busy there. You're like constantly running around. You barely have time to go to the bathroom. There's no time to like make sure that you look good, so you just hope and pray that like everything is shellacked on your face. This was unbelievable. I could wear it for 10 hours straight in the heat, running around in the dust, screaming my head off for Beyonce, and it stayed put. This is more of an event foundation. You're going to a wedding or something like that. Something where you know you're gonna be photographed, you want your skin and makeup to just stay perfect all day. Yes. Again, I can't talk more about this. So the next product that I want to talk about that goes hand in hand with that foundation is, this is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD High Definition Longwear Illuminating Foundation, but this is the shade White. So I have been using this actually really frequently with all of my foundations just to lighten them up, because a lot of the shades I have, sometimes they're perfect when I'm self-tanned or have a little bit of color to my skin. So this is great to just shade adjust. I use it all the time. I love it. I love the finish of it. It doesn't impact, that's the one thing that I really like about this, is that it doesn't impact the finish of the foundation I'm using. So if I want to lighten up my Huda Beauty, it doesn't change the formula of it. If I want to use this with my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk, which is a very different formula from Huda Beauty, it doesn't change the integrity of the foundation. It just lightens it up, which is all a girl can ask for. And if you self-tan, you know the struggle of having so many different foundations or having your favorite foundation and not having the shade you want. So this is essential, and I highly recommend this. The next new product I want to talk about that was my favorite this month, I also tested out at Coachella, and it is the Too Faced Peach Perfect Loose Powder. I love this stuff, so I was very skeptical, again, about getting it. I don't know. When you find your favorite products and you're used to things, you're really nervous about switching them up. But I was finishing up my Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, and I've been using my Coty Airspun powder for ages, and I really just wanted a new loose powder. I really wanted the MAC Patrick Star powder, but it's sold out everywhere. Like, I can't find it anywhere. I know Casey Holmes loves this powder, so I was like, you know what? She has a lot of texture. She's oily. Let's see if this will work for me. Again, I was brave and tested this out at Coachella. Oh my God, this stuff, it's so finely milled. When you put it on, it really just smooths out any pores you have, it smooths out your skin, and it just lasts all day. And it smells like peaches. Not too much where you're like, why is this like so fragrant? It's just the perfect amount, and yeah, so I love this powder. If you're looking for a new setting powder, go ahead and try this one. It's pretty good. Also from that Too Faced Peach collection is the Sweetie Pie bronzer. I was kind of nervous when I bought it at first because I thought it looked beautiful. I mean, it does look really pretty in the pan. When I first put it on, I was like, oh, it's a little warm. I was looking for maybe a more cool tone bronzer, but I've learned to love it. If you guys have been watching a ton of other people's videos, a lot of people love and are raving about the Estee Lauder Goddess bronzer or the Guerlain Terracotta bronzers, where it's more of like, it's not an orange bronzer, it's just a warmer tone to it, and it looks like you've been sunburnt. Like, it just looks like you've been kissed by the sun, and I'm really digging it. And the other thing that I love about this, it's the perfect bronzer for if you don't want to go super glam. I really recommend this one because it does have a hint of, you can see like the pink in there. A lot of times, if I just don't feel like reaching for a blush, or that's, you know, an extra step, or I'm running out of time, if I just use this on my face, it's like a 2-for-1. It bronzes, but also adds a flush of color. So I'm really digging this bronzer, and I seem to be reaching for it all the time, and I have to bring it with me wherever I go, like if I'm traveling and stuff. This is definitely one of my favorites. Too Faced, you guys hit it out of the park with this one. And it also smells like peaches, so I'm a fan. Something that I know everyone has been raving about recently is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Amrezy highlighter. And I mean, for good reason. This highlight is so beautiful. I definitely took it with me to Coachella, and it's just such a gorgeous color. It's really intense. So this is not a subtle highlight, it is an intense highlight. Going out, you want people to know that you are just glowing from within. It's like that J-Lo glow that you want to have. And the powder is very smooth, so it does not emphasize texture. That's something that I've kind of struggled with, is finding a highlight that is so intense and beautiful and beaming, but doesn't like highlight your texture. It obviously does still show texture, but much, much less than any other intense highlight that I've tried. Okay, so another thing that I have been absolutely obsessed with this month are these YSL lip stains. I think they're called the Rouge Per Couture. I could be wrong. I'll link them in the description below. But these lip stains, I'm obsessed with them. The formula, it's a lip stain and it stays glossy all day long. And even when the gloss kind of fades, it still gives you that balmy, nourishing texture. These are so nourishing, so comfortable. They are on the pricey side. I've always been looking for a lip stain, right? Just something that gives you that hint of color. You can be sure you can wear it all day. No color is gonna fade. Your lips are just gonna be beautifully stained. And I do love my It Cosmetics Je ne sais quoi. It's like a little lip balm. That does work, but it kind of fades. It does give you a beautiful pink color, but nothing too intense. These are the first lip stains that I've tried that I genuinely love, and I want every single shade that they have in these. I love the applicator, I love the formula, I love the smell. The packaging is just, I mean, it's expensive, but like it looks expensive. I think these are like $37, and I will happily pay that much because it is definitely worth your money. Okay, now we're gonna move on from makeup onto some other random products that I've been loving this month. I have been loving this Clinique makeup brush cleanser. I can't remember who I was watching someone's video on YouTube and they were raving about this, and I was like, well, I do need a new brush cleaner, so let me go ahead and try it out. It comes in like a little spritz, like, so it's just so convenient. So what I do is I take a paper towel and spritz the paper towel with this, and then just take my brush and run it along, and in like 2 minutes the brush is dry. It's clean, it's dry. I obviously still recommend like thoroughly washing your brushes. I do that once a month now, and I just use this like weekly, and it just keeps my brushes so clean. This is so convenient, it's so quick, and it really does work. This is really great for that in-between time where the brushes really need to be cleaned, but I don't feel like waiting for them to dry. So highly recommend this, and it's not that expensive, and this has lasted me probably like 2 months. Another thing that I have been loving that I didn't think was necessary at all is the mini beauty blender. So the reason why I got the smaller one was specifically for underneath my eyes, and I love it. Like, it is just the perfect shape for putting concealer underneath my eyes. I know some of you may think that's excessive. You know, you don't need 2 sponges. I want 2 sponges. I like having 2 sponges. It works. Another thing that I love using this for is for my highlight. So if you guys have seen some of my tutorials, what I love to do is once I've applied my powder highlight is to spritz a beauty blender with setting powder or setting spray, and that will just help to meld the powder highlight into your skin so it just doesn't look like a streak of shimmer on your face. So I love just like patting this. It's just the perfect, like the butt of this is just the perfect size to do that. I love it. The next item saved my life at Coachella. So I've used these before. These are the Acne Pimple Master Patches by Cosrx. I originally, when I first tried these, I got them off of Amazon. You can still get them off Amazon, but they also sell these now at Urban Outfitters. So basically what these are, they're those little like clear stickers that you put on pimples. I've tried the Peter Thomas Roth ones. They're good. They do work. Not nearly as effective as this. What I love about these, it's kind of gross, but when you put them on the next morning when you wake up and you take it off, you can visibly see on the clear sticker like all of the pus and the bacteria that was sucked out of your skin, and it's now on this sticker. It's just so cool, and it really does work. Traveling to Coachella, different type of weather. I'm from the East Coast, so different weather, plus the traveling and being in the airplane, it just does not sit well with my skin. So I was getting those really painful, like underneath the skin pimples, and I was like, really? Right when I'm like about to take so many pictures, have the time of my life, these things have to happen. I could tell that the pimple was still there, but it really just subdued the size, subdued the texture. These were my saving grace, and I swear by these now. These are, I need to have these stocked up in my bathroom because they genuinely work. And I think for a pack of 24, it's like $10. It's totally worth it. If just trust me, just try them, they work. Another random thing that I ordered off of Amazon. I love Amazon. It has some of the best stuff. The brand is Body Glide, and it's the original anti-chafe bomb. I don't have no thigh gap, so when it gets warmer, when it gets hot, my thighs do rub together and I get some chafing. For years, what I've been doing is just applying deodorant in between my thighs, and that has really worked. I was like, you know what, let me just get this. It's like a deodorant stick, but it's specifically meant for anti-chafing. It's amazing, like actually amazing. Again, I tested this out in its full effect at Coachella. No chafing occurred, no rubbing, no redness. Like some of you girls will know, there's nothing worse than it being hot, your thighs are chafing, and it's like a rash, and it's not a good time. If any of you suffer with that problem, I highly recommend this. It was less than $10. The last thing on my favorites list is a new repurchase, and I've been missing it in my life, and I don't know what I was thinking not repurchasing this. It's the Peter Thomas Roth Firmx Peeling Gel Exfoliant. This is kind of pricey. It's like $48. But I kid you not, my other tube lasted me over a year, and I used it like a lot. So the reason why I love this, it's an exfoliator. So you just put it on wet skin. When you rub it in, see the dead skin come off. It's so hard, at least for me, to find a scrub or an exfoliator that really does smooth out your skin and get rid of that flaky skin. This is the only thing in my life I have ever tried that works. And when I ran out of this, I tried testing other things. I tried exfoliating pads, I tried numerous scrubs that I do like for the rest of my face, but like when you have that peeling skin on your nose that you can't get rid of, or like a flaky patch on your chin, this is the only thing that works for me. I will never go without it again. So that is everything for my month of April favorites. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you try out any of these products and like them, let me know. I swear by them. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. Bye.